build stronger people, or does it give selfish people the permission to care less? So let's take 1 minute, sink it in. Yes, I have a hand here. Build stronger people. Does it give selfish people permission to care less? Let's hear from Rama. Rama, you have.
Afternoon, engineered minds. I think that to just answer simply, I would just say that both is the case, right? It definitely does give people the permission, selfish people, the permission not to do anything about a situation. And at the same time, I think that yes, it also builds your, strength of character, right? I've personally hate that statement, nobody owes you anything, right? I think at the end of the day, we're all nobody was built to be alone, right? So when you say that thing to people, I can understand that yes, we need to take responsibility for our lives and take the bull by the horn and all of that. But when you also say that there's a thing that ingrains itself into you is at the end of the day, everybody for themselves. So I don't think that at the end of the day, either of those statements is not agreeable, is not true.
Okay.
Good afternoon, engineered minds.
Good afternoon.
So speaking from my own point of view now, I feel said does the statement "no one owes you anything" build stronger people? Most of the times, I really don't think it builds stronger people. Though it depends on the perspective. Like even without hearing the statement, I know that to an extent, in fact, 100%, there's a kind of life I owe myself. So I am going to definitely work regardless of any person's help or not. But I am still of this mindset that there are people I owe things to. I personally do believe that I owe people a lot. There are special people that I owe a lot of things. Now, they say, does it give selfish people permission to care less? In one way or the other, everybody is selfish. The term selfish means you care about yourself to a certain degree. So now, does it give selfish people now, in quotes, permission to care less? I feel yes, it does. Because some people misunderstand the statement. You understand? When you put it out there, some people they understand it from a different point of view. Now in that case, they're like, oh yeah, nah, I know really send. Make I just do that kind of stuff. So the statement "no one owes you anything," it is not the best kind of statement to me. Regardless, I know that yes, I owe myself a life. There's a picture I have for myself, a future, and all of that. So, with or without anybody's help, I would try my best to strive and achieve that. But, like Ramat said, nobody's an island. So, in one point of your life, you actually do need help from people. Thank you.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I remember the first time I came here, they asked a question that what is the thing that society have make normal but it's not normal. And this is what I talked about. Like no one owes you anything. The statement was made to build stronger people, to kill this sense of entitlement. People of the generation, we are so entitled to what other people own. So it was meant to build the stronger people, but people are using it for people. It has given room for selfish people to permission to care less. You see people being unruly, they're being rude for no reason. And when you talk to them like, I know anybody anything, you owe people respect, you owe people kindness, you owe people normal human behavior. You don't just misbehave and just do anything. You see, if you go online, you will just see somebody say something or do something, and then when you come to the comment section, be like, it's my page. Go to your page. You can scroll. You don't owe anybody anything. You owe people the common human decency. Though it's meant to build a stronger people, but it's not being passed very well. So it gives selfish people permission to care less.
Wonderful.
Thanks.
Good afternoon.
What I think here, first of all, before I say anything, everything we say is an opinion, not a fact. And everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. And upon saying that, I'm about to share my own philosophy. And I genuinely think fundamentally, first of all, at this point in time, it gives people permission to be selfish, not because uh, it doesn't build stronger people, but if I look at the equilibrium, it's not balanced. If I look at the measure, it is not balanced. The vast majority of people who use this particular choice of words or this phrase are people who want to run away from accountability. Actually, the statement itself is not bad. It's just like water is not bad, but it can drown you. It's like the extreme of a thing can be calamitous and perilous. So everything has to stand on the basis of balance. And this statement itself comes from a standpoint that it can drain you, and then you start living your life just the way you want, and that broods sociological strangulation. For instance, if you leave this part of the world, if you leave the black community, if you go to other nations, you realize that every man is living for themselves. People don't care. You can be on a train in the UK and people are kissing. They feel it's not none of your business. You understand? There's no social intelligence, and these things are social programming as well, and they dictate our life, our behavior, our decisions. So right now, from this standpoint, actually the statement can build stronger people and also give people permission to care less. But in our black community, in this new Gen Z era, this statement, to the extreme, has given people permission to care less. Thank you.
Okay, so for me, I would say
Sorry.
they both go hand in hand, but not say one is bad and the other is bad, because you saying no one owes you anything, for people it makes them like independent. Nobody owes me anything. Let me just do this thing by myself. I've struggled to do this particular thing, put my mind to it, and I'll attain it without anybody helping me. But in another sense, we still need someone to help us. So we should allow people. We should allow people help us, and people are like people can help us. You don't just like try and move yourself away from them, saying that okay, no one else owes me anything, so I have to do my stuff by myself. And the aspect of people being selfish based on no one owes me anything, you owe people something. For me, if I'm kind to you, I expect you to be kind to me. So I can't just be kind to you and you just be rude or acting weird towards me. So people owe me. Like if I'm good to you, I'm expecting you to also return that same energy to me. So I would just say both of them just go hand in hand. No one is good and no one is bad.
Okay.
It is an escapist statement for selfish people. And that is why the question said, no one owes you anything, and build yourself, be strong, and all that. Personally, in the spirit of X-Mind Engineering Group, I have learned to have an open mind towards life. And that has made me to be strong, because life will throw a challenge to you that you're on your own, nobody cares. Even in the church, that you feel that, oh, people should care and all that, but you are all by yourself. The earlier you learn that fact, the better for you, so that you don't break down, so that you don't take irrational decision at the end of the day. So for me, I am not selfish. I go all out to be for people, to reach out to people, to care for people. If they don't reciprocate, to God be the glory. God has a way of rewarding me. God has a way of rewarding me. But on a larger scale, that is the mentality of most people. And that is why, to be on the safe side, don't have too much expectation from people. People will always break your heart if you have so much expectation from them. Thank you.
No one owes you anything is good when it's used with the aim to get rid of entitlement mentality for certain people. Because there are people who their own kind of entitlement is something else. Just because of proximity or maybe situation or relationship, they tend to be entitled, they sense entitled to you or what you have to offer. So you use that statement when you want to get rid of it. But like doctor said, in this our time, that statement is mainly used when people want to be arrogant or rude, or when people want to care less, when in fact they should actually be kind of kind or something like that.
It's just addition to what everyone has said, and especially Father Abraham, what he said. In growing up, this no one owes you anything. My dad used to say it almost every day of our life. Yes, to us as children. That's because he felt that to whatever extent he gets to in life before he died, you need to be focused, you need to be committed, you need to be strategic, you need to face your life because of the kind of lifestyle you want to live. He will always ask you, what do you want to look like in 5 years? What do you want to achieve? So by the time everybody expresses themselves, you'll now say, okay, so now listen. The fact that you're from a family of so doesn't give you the right to look back and start thinking that, oh, my uncle is this, my mother is this, my father is this. Work hard, be consistent, be focused. That was where it came out from on my part. Then on the other side, the selfish people's permission to kill. It is true. Like she said earlier, I'm a kind person. If I'm kind to you, I check up. There are some persons that don't have the strength to call if they are in a relationship with you, not just maybe emotional relationship. It could be friends, it could be acquaintances, it could be family or whatever. Some of them, they have that weakness to reach out. But when you reach out, they always have a lot to say. How I know there's always a gist one way or the other. So if I'm consistently reaching out to you, asking questions, what's going on, not because I don't have my own challenges, I expect the same energy. And when you're also out there in the society, it is expected that you have the natural sense. Natural sense in the sense that don't go looking for what is not looking for you. Mind your business. And when it comes, find a way to escape. So thank God for this group, thank God for this association, the X-Mind. You understand? So a lot is changing. We will get there.
Get there.
Thank you very much.
In themselves, those kind of people will always have the mentality that truly no one owes you anything. But at some point, even while they are building themselves, there will be junctures along the journey where someone might extend a helping hand to you. Someone might help you drop a proposal somewhere. You are in a room, you're not in a room, and someone is speaking on your behalf in that room. Somehow, we owe ourselves a lot. Even though you're trying to build, let us dislodge the idea that no one owes you anything. If you're trying to build, it is good to have that mentality. It builds strength, it builds resilience, but ultimately, we shouldn't forget the generation is coming after us, and the approach we go about our daily lives, the community we are impacting. If we don't live in those community consciously, that people are watching us, people are picking things from what we're doing, people are picking our footprints from social media spaces, and you discover you've lived a life and you have impacted people and you have impacted them wrongly. So let us become conscious as a community that truly we owe ourselves a lot as a community. I will be there for you, you'll be there for the other person, and together we can join hands, and that's how people become great. So we're pushing this narrative out there to all of us here. Let us dislodge the mentality that no one owes you anything. I, F.R. Isaac Samuel, I owe you empathy, I owe you kindness, I owe you what it takes to money will come.
Let's come now.
Gentlemen, it has been an expository session. Please put your hands together.